Hey, this is Mrs. Vance, and I'm going to share some pictures and some stories about my family. My family is Swedish, German, and Alabamian. Alabamian just means they're from the state of Alabama. So I asked my mom to find pictures of our family, and she immediately went to go find the oldest picture she could possibly find. This is the oldest picture of my mom's family. This is my great grandfather. He's in the center of the back row in the picture. His name was Lev Emanuel Soderberg, and he was born in New York after his family immigrated from Sweden. And then he moved to Alabama to work in the steel mills. And then his daughter was my grandmother, who we called Mammy, and you can see her handwriting on all of these pictures. I recognize it from my baby book and from all the cards she gave me when I was growing up. My grandmother actually, they gave her a very Swedish name. They named her Verna Hilda, but she decided she would rather go by the nickname Hootie. And so even when she was in her 70s and 80s, everyone in town called her Hootie. My mom also gave me this picture of her dad. This is her dad in the Navy. He was 17 years old when he joined the Navy. He didn't really have a birth certificate, so he told them that he was 18 and they believed him. The picture was taken in 1946, around the time of the atomic bomb testing in the Pacific, and he was on the USS Avery Island, which took data from the tests. He told us that he mainly spent his time cleaning the decks, and that while he was doing that, he could see the explosions. Here's some more recent pictures of my mom's family. In the left-hand one, you can see my mom and her older sister with my grandparents. And then my grandfather, Papa, and me and my dad. And then me and Papa again. Papa always wore overalls and jeans and things like that because he came from a farming family and he always had a huge garden. So we'd have things like okra and tomatoes and squash and green beans all summer. And then this final picture is my mom and Mammy when they went on a cruise, and they're dressed up very nicely. My mom also found some pictures of my dad's family. This is the oldest picture that our whole family has. This picture was taken in the 1890s. So my dad's family, the Hammackers, came over from Germany in 1740, and then they kind of moved down the coast through the Carolinas and ended up in Alabama by the 1820s. At some point, the spelling of our name was changed from Hammacher to Hamaker. Most of our family were millers and millwrights, and you can see in this picture William Marion and Mary Jane Hammacher. They're at Tannehill Iron Works, and this is the late 1890s. And he also worked here during the Civil War, and he had a homestead nearby. These are some more recent pictures of the Hammackers. You can see my dad and his parents, and my dad's parents again, grandmother and papa. And then you can see some pictures of me and my dad. A fun fact about our family is that since we immigrated from Germany so long ago, most of us don't speak German, but my dad actually does. He speaks and reads it. His dad, Papa, was a mechanic in the Air Force, and they were stationed in Germany when Dad was a boy, and Dad learned how to speak German when he was in school for the Air Force. So he learned that. I think he was about 6 when they moved to Germany, and maybe about 10 when they left. So he had a lot of time to learn German and has remembered a lot of it. And then here are some pictures of my family today.